What is going on, internet homies, homegirls, all in between? This is the Summit Podcast, where your favorite four internet nerds, digital athletes, whatever you want to call us, for real, discuss all things gaming, hip hop, culture, pop culture, music, whatever we're feeling, and whatever's the hot topic of the week. Bringing us in is your boy Razor SJS. You can find me on both Twitch and YouTube. I am going to start working on projects because there are new games coming out that I kind of want to play and do stuff videos with. But enough about me. On to my other lovely co-host. First, we got the boy, the man. It's your boy Ashy. Talk to the people.
What's going on, y'all? Don't forget that if you want to keep up with us, y'all can find us in our Discord server. We now have an official link. And we're at Discord, HTTPS if you want to do that with the :// discord.gg/the summit. I repeat, that'll be discord.gg/the summit. So if you want to join our Discord, connect with us, go ahead and get at that link. That's one more time, discord.gg/the summit. I'm your boy Ashy. Of course, you can find me on all platforms. That's Twitch. That's my Instagram handle. That's my Twitter /X handle. That's everything, all of the above. I'm a little tipsy right now, not gonna lie, so I may fuck some shit up today during this episode, but we gonna keep it rolling. Back to you, Razor SJS.
Thank you. All right, I know you're having a lit time, and it's cool. We're being honest here, so I think a little drinking, you a little flow. It's gonna keep the conversation interesting. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see how this episode goes. Yeah. We could do a drinking podcast episode or something.
We should actually.
Yeah, we did, but definitely, I just because we're over the internet, I feel like I need to say this: 21 and up only. We're not promoting underage drinking.
Exactly.
So don't do that. You know what I'm saying? But on to the next co-host, we got Rain, aka CJ, the Trials legend. Talk to the people.
Oh my god, I'm sweaty. Just kidding. That's your boy Ray. You know what I mean? Having a good day. Glad we're here on the pod again for week 14. And you can find me live. I'm probably gonna go harder on YouTube now, but I want to do more YouTube projects like Sean's saying, because that live streaming shit, it's hard to entertain y'all sometimes. So I gotta work on it. But we appreciate you for tuning in.
Nah, for real though, I'm gonna touch on that because dead ass. If y'all get on it, bro, I'm gonna start. It's gonna make me push harder on it too, bro. Because I ain't gonna lie, like, I guess we got a little bit of excuse. We got the podcast. We put a lot of focus into the podcast, but we still got our own personal things we want to do and shit like that. But Twitch, I like Twitch. Don't get me wrong. Like, I like streaming. I love it. I love interacting with people that come through to the Twitch. Thank all of y'all who come through. But definitely the YouTube is definitely more growth in YouTube.
You need to grow your audience there and bring them to Twitch. That's something we got to do.
And I feel like if each of us grow our audience on YouTube, it just shows more love towards this platform that we're growing here too. So it's just it all sinks in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we'll probably touch back on that. But one more little introduction. You know what I'm saying?
Shit. Sorry, Striker.
I started on this earlier. Y'all finna find out, you know what I'm saying? But last but not least, we got the almighty Striker.
Yeah.
And it's silent because he's not fucking here. This is the second time, specifically when I was intro. I don't know if he doesn't like my intros. So if he doesn't, hey, they're only going to get worse from here on out if you're not here, buddy. All right? But, for this one, we'll keep it neutral. So, you got the almighty Striker at Twitch, and YouTube. Check the boy out. He's trying to get into Comp Model Rivals. I know the beta is gone now, but hey, that's looking to be his future. That's what he wants to do.
I ain't even played yet.
Yeah, it went away on the it went away on the 20th. It's been a week.
Damn.
Yeah. Hey, time flies, man. It happens, But hey, that's the introductions out of the way, so we can start the actual discussions. So what's first on the board, guys?
Well, first on the board is the fact that we don't have really nothing on the board. I mean, it's been a week since we came in here and met up on the podcast. Actually, no, a lot. There's some new games that dropped. We got Hellblade 2. It's storming the community right now. Hellblade 2 is storming the community right now. I have actually been going back and watching Hellblade 1. I'm almost finished with the story because obviously I said I was going to play Hellblade 2 on my stream. And I'm all into it. I'm pretty excited for Hellblade 2. Now there's speculation that Xbox says the game takes about 6 to 8 hours to complete, right? But I've been seeing people, take if you really take your time during the game, I've been seeing some 11 to 20 hour playthroughs. So it's kind of exciting. So that being said, depending on how you play the game, how you attack the puzzles, how you adventure throughout, and how you I guess want to utilize the gameplay that it has. I guess the decision is yours on how long the game can go, and so I'm liking that. And I think it's only like $50, so it's not we're not sitting at full price for it. We've all been seeing the graphics. Obviously, we've been seeing it all on Twitter, all on YouTube. The graphics are fucking amazing. Like
Free on Game Pass.
It's free on the Game Pass. If you have Game Pass, it's a day one drop. So really, if you have Game Pass, there's no excuse not to play it. You're not losing anything. You can only really gain an experience if you want. I do encourage people to go back and play or watch the first one. The first one's only like 4 hours, so it's not long at all. If you want to just watch like the Rad Brad play it or some shit like that, it won't take too much time. Like I finished that actually in like one night. But the Rad Brad, he been 10 toes down, 13 years, sir. Man.
Hey, that's the story game guy.
But yeah, man, like I'm excited to get into it this week. Realistically, I'm probably going to have to either touch it tomorrow or probably after we get back from this cruise. But
it's another big drop tomorrow. Multiverse
is tomorrow. When the moment y'all listen to this podcast is the day Multiverse drops. So we'll probably be streaming that and having some laughs and shit on that.
Another game we missed, not missed. Well, I guess I missed it. I didn't know, but Killer Clowns from Outer Space. The release is June 4th, but if you pre-ordered it, early access started today. So
what really? Oh, so they kept the original date then?
Yeah, but it's pre-order so early access if you pre-ordered it. So I guess if you want to buy the game, then yes, technically, I guess that doesn't make sense. So yeah, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, you can play it today if you pre-ordered early access. If not, June 4th, still. So I didn't even know about the early access. I thought the date was a complete pushback because you're right, 28th, that was the original date. So I thought they pushed it back. I didn't know. So I don't have it yet. I wasn't planning on it. Like you said, a lot of game releases, like pretty back to back. Snuck up. But if that was something you're looking forward to, if you're a fan of the ASM, horror genre, something to check out.
100%. Rain, you got anything you want to discuss before we get into more of this news or some shit like that, or you want to save it? You got some save rounds, some shit.
Your boy just got a motherfucking. I just got an Igni Adept with Hill Clip Incandescent. I'm talking about Trials of Osiris. We're gonna plug that in there again. You niggas need to get in there.
I don't know what that meant, but okay. Sounds exciting.
It meant RNGs just loved them.
Yeah, like right as you asked that, RNG bless me, bro.
Are y'all playing right now? Are y'all two playing right now?
I'm not at the moment.
Yeah, I'm just casually running it in the background.
Yeah. What else did we drop? We got, of course, XDefiant launched officially last week, so we got to talk about that later on in the show today. Before we touch on this, Striker, what was I about to say? Damn it, maybe it's because I'm fucked up. I don't know why this is
sweet.
Striker, I hope you're listening. Yeah, Striker not here today. He'll be here next week.
Yeah, hope he's listening. That's a good enough message. I hope he's listening. He should reply to that in some way. If he doesn't, then we know. You know what I mean? We'll leave it at that.
We know.
Actually, you know what? Actually, Striker, if you heard that, or give him a word to say, like a code word to say, something he'd never normally say.
Banana pepper.
Yeah, let's rock with banana.
Y'all are better than me. I was gonna say like Rain's a better guardian than me or some shit like that.
That's crazy.
But even if he listened to that, he wouldn't say it. So,
that's the point. But anyway, hey, banana peppers. I guess banana peppers works. You know what I'm saying?
Did the Celtics just win?
Yes.
Are they going to the finals?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, live everybody. The Celtics are going to the NBA finals. Okay, all right. The Celtics are going to the NBA. Who else is going?
Probably the Dallas Mavericks, but the Western Conference Finals plays tomorrow.
Oh shit! All right. Well, that boy John gonna be happy then.
Yeah, shout out to the Celtics fans.
Yeah, there we go. But yeah, back to gaming. Everybody, thanks for tuning in. We got Call of Duty 6 was announced, as well as we got XDefiant launch. We got like I said, Hellblade. We don't have much as far as the news goes. Those are like the three biggest focuses right now. Obviously, we got some Assassin's Creed. Was it Shadows? Was it?
Shadows.
Assassin's Creed Shadow.
Yeah, you said League.
And just in case someone, I was thinking League of Shadows. I guess I was thinking the Batman.
Oh, okay.
And just in case you got confused earlier, Call of Duty Black Ops 6.
Black Ops 6, yes.
Black Ops 6, yeah.
Black Ops 6, not COD 6. Black Ops 6. It's the difference. Speaking of Call of Duty though, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 will be released on last gen consoles. and it's a surprise to me, but I guess
Really?
it makes sense. Yeah, I guess they were saying like it uses the same engine, so like we're just gonna port it on the.
Then why are
last
you
one.
selling it for the same?
Oh, right. Okay, all right. Well,
That's
we
the
just not-
point.
Yeah, that's the point. That's a valid point.
Well,
So
it's
you
point.
No new assets used.
no
And-
new assets used. No, not at all.
Okay, but this is $79.99.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
120
Deluxe edition
for
will
the
be.
battle
Yep.
pass, right?
Yep. You're on the
That's
right
what
track.
happens, bro. The industry upped the standard. Now everyone believes their game's worth that new price,
Mm-hmm.
regardless.
You know what's gonna happen this year? This is gonna be the most sold Call of Duty, probably. So we.
Oh my, yeah, because it has
Yeah,
Black Ops in the name.
Yep, Black Ops in it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be based in the Gulf War.
You think more people like Black Ops over Modern Warfare?
I do actually, yeah.
Interesting.
I do.
Fair enough.
But I don't know because each year it seems like Call of Duty just tops itself.
Of course,
guess,
because
yeah.
the generations are growing, like the youth is
Yeah.
growing. Kids still play
Mhm.
Call of Duty. We don't like it because it's not the Call of Duty we know, but
Yeah,
these motherfuckers, that's what they're
Even
accustomed
though-
to.
exactly. So they don't know anything else. So it's like
No,
like, oh,
no,
they don't know the old
to
shit.
say,
we play.
like, I feel like with the Modern Warfare versus Black Ops discussion, both of the player bases are made up of the same people for real, for the most
They
part.
really
So,
are.
It's like whether or not you prefer it, they're real being played by all people.
They
for sure,
are.
for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Mhm.
I'd say like back when I was a kid, like 12, I think I picked up more Black Ops games than Modern Warfare.
That's all right.
Yeah,
I
me
think I
personally.
actually skipped Modern Warfare 2. Back
Yeah,
then.
me personally, I got into college. I didn't get into I played Call of Duty 4,
Yeah,
I
me
played
too. That was
World
my
at
first
War.
one. Yeah.
but then my next COD wasn't until Black Ops. So I also skipped Modern Warfare 2 and 3 for some fucking reason. Also, I didn't play Modern Warfare till the remakes, but I'm glad 2019 was worth a damn. So I got to
Oh,
experience.
2019 was great. Actually,
You
my
know
first
what I'm
COD was Call of Duty 2, I believe. I think my first COD was Call of Duty 2. And then I think that was back when I don't even think I had multiplayer back then, unless you like land in or some shit.
My first multiplayer FPS was Resistance 2.
Oh, shit, I don't even know what that is.
I was like,
Or Gears of War. Either one. Killzone, Gears of War.
I remember
Yeah.
Killzone.
Hmm.
But yeah, like Black Ops 6 is dropping. Probably gonna be October, November timeline.
Think about that and how like COD is gonna how we think it's gonna outsell itself despite the quality of the game. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, like that shit is king of arcade FPSs. I don't know if anyone ever take it down.
That's what I was trying to say. Like, there can't be really a COD killer because nostalgia sells, bro.
Shit.
Regardless.
We talking about XDefiant crowd. Here we go.
Not even.
I mean, not even like I like XDefiant, but still, I don't think XDefiant is ever going to take down Call of Duty.
Exactly. And a COD killer would never be a free to play. Like, you wouldn't push that product out free to play because it doesn't bode well.
I don't think anything will take down Call of Duty though. Like, I just don't. It has its own lock. It just works, man.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much shit we hate about it, but it just works, and it's the best at what it does. I'm not gonna take that away from it. I do like though that there are things that compete with it. Like for XDefiant being free for competing with it like this, I do like it. I do like the turnout that it's getting. I do like that people enjoy it. It's very. I mean, I played maybe I got 10 hours into the game, so I'm not I probably got like 8 hours into the game, so I can't set like a definite tone onto it, especially since it's live service, so it's always changing. But it was buggy, on launch. Some bugs I thought just shouldn't have been there, but it was buggy. But for being free to play, you can't be too hard on it. Well, I can't personally, just all right, it's free. It gives everybody a chance to play it. But some of the things I'm just like, okay, well, these are just Ubisoft problems. These are common Ubisoft problems, so I'm not tripping too hard. But I do like the way it plays. Sometimes I think my biggest discrepancies, and I wrote down some for actually XDefiant, but I think my biggest discrepancies with XDefiant so far from what I've played so far is the practice mode was disabled. I know a lot of niggas don't care about that, but when you're playing on PC mouse and keyboard, you kind of want to set your keys down, and you don't want to go into a match getting fucking shit on. So you kind of want to, adjust your keys, and the practice mode is the perfect way to do that. Like, that's the same shit I did in Overwatch. It's what I do in multiple games that I play on PC now. I go and just set my keybinds, and just doing that inside of an active multiplayer match is very annoying because you're just getting killed. Yeah. And so, yeah, but that being disabled for the first like I think it might still be disabled. Actually, it's very fucking annoying. And I'll let y'all attack what y'all want to out of that too. But I thought the UI is very confusing in XDefiant. Like with Call of Duty, everything's kind of just like laid out there. I'm not even gonna compare this to Call of Duty, but with XDefiant, the UI was a little confusing. I didn't like the fact that there's no prone, but I understand why they didn't. But I still don't like it. The mantling is bad. I'm gonna tell you that right now. The mantling in the game is very choppy. It's very bad. It's kind of a hit and miss on a lot of things. Kind of the selection process inside the menu, which goes back to the UI, I'm not liking. I don't like the fact that they don't have a ping system. From what I've seen, I've looked through all the controls, I've looked through all the bindings. I don't see a ping. I can't ping. And I think maybe that's just me like playing Overwatch so much where it's like, all right, if I die, I can ping somebody out, this and that. And so I've gotten so used to that. But in Call of Duty, you can do the same thing. So I'm like, okay, I would like that functionality to be there. The clunky swaps for your secondary weapon, that was terrible, especially playing on PC. Like it just wouldn't register in time, and that would cost me a lot of deaths. There was glitches when joining the game, pulling in and out of lobbies. You know, we saw Rain end up on the opposite team. Whether that was the game or Rain himself, we don't know.
That was the game, absolutely.
All right,
a glitch like that can stay though.
He's a glitch like that can stay.
It's fun.
The invitation system was glitched, but the thing is, the paywall system was solid. I'll tell you that.
Paywall.
There was a paywall. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It was there and it was solid. It worked flawlessly.
You mean paywall?
The not the paywall, the payment system. Sorry, the payment system.
Oh,
like bringing up a menu to pay for things. The store.
Yeah, I don't want to defend them in that aspect, but it is Ubisoft Connect. That shit does that in their other games too. Like Rainbow Six, the invite system will be the same way. It's mainly when you try to cross play through Ubisoft Connect, which is weird because that's the whole point of Ubisoft Connect, right? Or at least a big part of it, so that you can have Ubisoft friends and not. But yeah, so they definitely should work on that for sure.
They do.
My biggest heart was the spawns. Oh my god, the spawns were terrible, dude. It was for certain game modes specifically, because like it felt like it was, I don't know. It felt like sometimes it was really hard to flip spawns, and that would play out pretty poorly when you're playing a game mode that requires a capture point, like hard points or occupy is what they call it here. Occupy, right? You can push the point, right, that the enemy owns it or whatever, and kill somebody. They're gonna respawn right there next to the point, and you can kill like 2 to 3 people, and they will still keep that spawn and spawn in fast enough to contest you and keep you from capping it. And it's insane. And like, so those spawns were kind of crazy. Like, it's really hard to flip spawns in those game modes, and it should be definitely a lot easier. I think like spawns overall, there were even other times where like I would spawn in and either get killed or get a kill within 5 seconds. Like spawn in, person right there, just shoot. I believe, like off memory, I spawned in one time and died because dude was shooting at someone else, and I just spawned in the way of the bullet and died, and it was pretty tragic, like 2 deaths.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, so I really that's definitely my biggest gripe with XDefiant for sure. Other things, let me see. I didn't really experience what you're talking about with the mantling, but I guess I didn't actively mantle too much thinking about it. So I don't know about that. You got the menu stuff down. I don't want to harp too much on the weapons and stuff. I guess that's just now how arcade shooters are. I prefer simpler times. I prefer, just the old school pick 10 system type shit.
Yeah,
now we got 5 attachments. You can have 5 attachments from the gun, and all the attachments come with negatives as well as positives, so you have to balance that out.
Yeah, that's just annoying.
Me personally, I think this shit's gotten too complicated, but I've also gotten out of playing COD and stuff, so maybe I'm just like out of the fucking loop in terms of knowing what's good and bad. But I feel like it's one of those things where like I don't fucking blame you if you look up a fucking YouTube video on like what attachments you use on because it's just a lot, and so that's a personal gripe. Like I said, I can't really say the game's bad because of that. What else? And then along with that, and this may be another thing, but like the weapon leveling, I know they're giving out like double XP like on weekends and stuff. They recently did it. Like I think they have it going on this weekend or like the previous one. But like the fact of like unlocking guns is fine. You can unlock guns of a certain type pretty fast by using guns of that type. I unlocked all the SMGs pretty quickly, and then I unlocked the second sniper pretty quickly. It's pretty easy. But leveling the guns up, that's gonna take a minute, and it especially sucks when you're leveling up from 1 because you have no attachments and you get shit on. Like I wanted to use the Vector, dude. Every time I tried to use that thing, I would get shit on because couldn't get kills without any attachments on, you know? It was just too late. But yeah, maybe that's a skill issue. Call me ass, is okay. But I don't know. I like it simpler. I like the attachments being unlocked faster because, you know, you kind of need attachments on a weapon to compete once everyone else gets them as well. And if everyone's sticking to their main gun, which most players will, right?
Yeah.
And they'll already be set out. So you as someone trying out new things, I mean, but maybe that's just like the arcade shooter experience and I've just been out of the loop, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gameplay wise, I don't think I have much other gripes. The supers were annoying at first, but you find out there's like things you can do, like throwing a nade inside that bubble, or the ping suit. The ping suit doesn't actively show your information 100% of the time. You just got to worry about the moment you're ping, change direction or something. The camo suit, you can see invisible people if you look hard enough. You know, it's I personally dislike when people stack abilities over, like when a team has like at least 3 of one ability. I find that very annoying. I hate how they can stack it like that, but I understand, you know, putting in some type of role queue or whatever and locking whatever characters people can pick would also kind of be lame in a free setting. I do appreciate that they're doing no skill based matchmaking, so I feel like they should stick to that route and stay casual. So I don't want too much balancing anyway. I think the game should stay casual in that, if that's the case.
Exactly.
Yeah, so definitely something I can see myself, you know, playing from time to time if I just feel like laying back playing a little arcade shooter, you know, not just chilling, not really focusing. I like it, and the fact that you harped on the, you know, it's free to play, why not, right? So it is pretty dope. And if you're new, I know skill based matchmaking may be scary to some casual gamers, but if you're new, there is a playlist for that's only allowed for people level 25 and under. And in my experience, people who've already played the game, that they're like, I've seen level 50s and 60s, like, you should be good. You know, I myself, I'm level like 20. I'm between 20 and 24, somewhere within there, and I haven't played too much myself, hours wise, I don't think. But a decent little bit though. So it's something you can use as like a little barrier to like save yourself from all the, you know, level 100 sweats when you coming in and try the game. I think that's pretty nice.
Most definitely.
The game modes. Let me see the game modes. Occupy is definitely my favorite. Hardpoint, just classic hardpoint. I fuck with it. What other the escort one is like
the fucking dog.
Robot dog one. The dog one's halfway for me. You know, I think like with that one, my enjoyment is not different by the mode, but whatever map I'm playing on. I think there's certain maps where it is really hard to push that dog. I don't know map names because I don't play it heavy, but there's this one, the one where you like go towards the castle. That shit on escort. I find attacking on that one kind of difficult because that first area can get dominated by snipers. And that last area is just wide open, trying to run in and get that. That's the only map that sticks out to mind in terms of like with that game mode though. But the other maps I think were just fine. So I guess that's more of just a map thing with that specific game mode. The other game modes don't. Kill confirmed, classic. Yeah, the other ones don't really stick out, so that's a good thing. They don't stick out negatively, I mean.
Yeah.
I wish I could talk to the minimap, but I can't remember exactly how the minimap dots work, if you see them or not, because you know how shit works nowadays. I prefer the old school. You fire going down silencer, you deserve to be shown on the minimap, you know. But yeah, overall, yeah, it's just a fun, casual experience I've been having fun with. And this is coming from someone who, like you said, I've not played Call of Duty since like 2019, really, you know, much. So it's nice to have another little FPS shooter on the market, even if it isn't going to topple the big guy. Just some other competition, something else, something fresh, something different, you know. And I definitely recommend trying it out, you know.
Yeah,
because it does combine that elements of like hero shooter a little bit with the pick, you know, system, and that's kind of like reminiscent of operators and stuff. We'll see, and that's kind of crazy because like I feel like Black Ops 6. Because, like, you know, Black Ops usually has operators, right? So I feel like Black Ops 6 are going to bring that back because not only the success of, like, not only the reveal of, like, XDefiant and stuff, but also, like, the rise of Marvel Rivals being a hero character shooter. I think they're going to bring back operators with that, and that would be pretty dope, or at least we'll see, you know. But competition just drives everything, makes everything better, you know. Competition makes everything around it better. So I'm glad to see someone on the market competing, even if it's just a little guy like XDefiant.
Yeah, me too, honestly. Like I said, I like XDefiant for what it is. It's something casual to just hop on and play. It's nothing you can take. It's nothing you well, I can't say it for everybody. It's not something people's taking too seriously, but it's enjoyable, right? It is a little refreshing to play. I can't see myself going back to play it. Actually, when y'all were like playing Destiny just now, I was about to hop on it, depending on how long y'all took to start recording. But for people like myself, I guess it's not really too heavily into the FPS scene anymore. I think this is just something enjoyable to play. It's free. I think I'm not sure exactly, right? But I think I know it's gonna put a dent in XDefiant once Call of Duty is on the Game Pass. I truly do believe that. Only because obviously it's not free. You still pay for a subscription for the Game Pass, right? It's not truly free, but it feels free. And I think
just
that's
value wise,
value wise. And I feel one that's gonna bring a lot of attention to the Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass. And two, when you're comparing it, it's like, okay, well, I can play. I don't have to buy this essentially because it's on the Game Pass, versus playing XDefiant, which is totally free. I think most people who are on Xbox and PC are just going to choose to play Black Ops 6. So that's what I say. I think the player count for Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is going to be the highest that we see in all time, just for them doing that alone. Obviously, it's not confirmed yet, but there's a lot of rumors going around. It's pretty much confirmed. It's just going to be on the Game Pass. We are probably going to see a pretty. I don't know how big the price hike is going to be on the Game Pass, but if you got a game like Call of Duty coming onto the Game Pass, obviously they're going to increase the prices. Like, we're going to see that. So I don't know. Maybe it's at $10 right now for a PC, for at least a PC one. I think $10 for like, what is it? Still $10 for Xbox only, right, Ryan? Or is it higher?
For Xbox only, just like Game Pass. Yeah, I think it's still $10.
$10, okay, and then like 30 for the Ultimate or some shit, which is really, really inexpensive. Getting 19. Everything on all one. 19, shit, really inexpensive. So we might see a price hike, maybe like 15 a month for the exclusives like PC and then Xbox, and then for the Ultimate maybe 30. So I don't know, not too big of a price hike, but I do predict we'll see one. I don't see them not doing it, especially for a game this big launching day one on the fucking Game Pass, because they know that's gonna be a lot of their players. But like I said, I can go into the Game Pass all day because I have a lot of respect for it. I think it's one of the best subscription platforms for gaming that we have on the market right now. It's definitely outbeating PlayStation's, just for the fact that it's got their day ones coming to the platform. It's got its exclusives coming to the platform on day one. I think that's really commendable.
That PS Plus shit is trash. Let me tell you, as a PlayStation owner, you know what I'm saying? Like, as someone who's owned a PlayStation for since the 4, I guess, and seen the games you get, man, a lot of times it's shit that more often than not, it was shit that I had paid for before. Like, they'll give you games that came out 6 months or months ago, in that time frame, but weren't too big, they weren't too successful, but they're not just small ass indie games either. And so it's more often something that you either just won't play or you've already played. It's kind of whack. I mean, sometimes you do have little hidden gems or whatever, right? This month they gave Ghost Runner 2, which I thought was pretty dope because I played the first one. But then thinking about it, I got the first one for free too. So I don't know. Maybe the game just didn't pop off like that. That's also be true. So yeah, they're definitely Xbox Game Pass. It's definitely winning over Sony in that case. I feel like they're just too cheap to really give us something good like that, because they don't want to give us day one exclusives, right? They're never gonna give us Spider-Man, God of War shit for free. No, whack as fuck. Never gonna give us a Last of Us shit. It's not gonna happen. So I don't know. But hopefully, I don't know, because COD, they're losing COD to Xbox and Game Pass, right?
Yeah, well, Microsoft owns. I think this is the last year, which surprised me that this one went on. This one's going to go on to Game Pass, because I think 2025. I think it's after 2025 the deal.
Yeah, it's either that or 6. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm surprised this one's going on there, but yeah, the deal did go through. Microsoft does have the rights to Activision, so that's
Sony's gonna have to step up if they want to, because a solid. Yeah. There are probably people who have nothing but Call of Duty in their PlayStation. Those type of people. 100%. Or Call of Duty is half what they play. It's either that or 2K. And it's exactly. So it's I can't play COD anymore if I have a PlayStation. They're going to swap over.
Exactly. And I truly don't believe that Microsoft will stop putting Call of Duty on the PlayStation, because just for a business standpoint, that's just not smart.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, there's a lot of your player base that comes from PlayStation, but the fact that you're going to put it on Game Pass is going to pull a lot of its players. So you got to think about the future, right? If I got Call of Duty coming to the Game Pass every year, guaranteed, once the next gens come out, because I mean we're halfway through our cycle. Once the PS6 and the new Xbox whatever drop, players are just going to gravitate towards that. You know, especially like you said, you got a lot of players who only keep Call of Duty on their PlayStation, Call of Duty in like in games like 2K on their PlayStation, right? That's all they play. And so if I can just pay for a subscription and just, you know, get hundreds of games plus the main game I play for a subscription price, I'm gonna just move to the Xbox, or I'm gonna abandon my PlayStation altogether. And so I think it's a great business standpoint that they're taking on doing something like that. And like for players like us, it's great because, you know, especially like me and you, Razor, we don't sit here and play Call of Duty all day. Like, so us having it on a PC Pass or Xbox Game Pass is fucking great, because like, all right, well, I don't have to invest almost $80 into this game just to play it a few times. You know, I can just pick it up when I want to and put it down when I want to, and I don't have to feel guilty because either way I got the subscription. So I think that's just a great thing to have. And like you said, Sony, like I've been harping on that shit for like years now, man. Like the Sony PlayStation subscription is just so ass. Like I actually just canceled mine because I'm like, I'm not renewing this, man. Like it's just not worth it. One, there's not many games that require PlayStation Plus anyway to play online anymore. Like, yeah, especially like with Warzone, you can play Warzone for free. You don't need PlayStation Plus for that shit anymore because it's a free game. Most of the games we play are free. Overwatch, so it's like I don't need PlayStation Plus theoretically, so I don't need that online aspect anymore. And then as far as the games they're putting out, Sony's not putting out any day ones on their platform. And then the exclusives that they do put down on their service, like I said, I've said this plenty of times, but it's so late. It's either like a year. It's minimum gonna be a year, 100%. So you've already played it by then, because no one really wants to. Like Sony exclusives are really good. No one wants to wait a year to play a damn game that they know is gonna be good. So it's minimum gonna be a year, if that. I think God of War took like almost 3 years before they put it on their subscription platform. Ragnarok is still not on there, and that shit dropped in 2022. So it's like, well, yeah, this shit dropped in 2022. So it's like, damn, man.
Tell you what's gonna come on time though. That remaster. I'll tell you what's gonna come on time early. Even that remaster.
Yeah, the remaster is gonna come on time. It's gonna come on time. Like Last of Us 2, still not on the extra. Last of Us 1 not on the extra. It's
they both got remastered though.
They both got remastered though, and I'm like, that is some bullshit, man. That's some bullshit. But you know, they gonna start waking up when because Microsoft is slowly creeping. It's slowly creeping, and people starting to realize like, hey, you know, this is the better bang for your buck. Like I said, it's always a swing though with these quote unquote console wars, you know, because, you know, like I said, Sony got real cocky, man. Like Sony got very cocky with their platform, and now you can see kind of the turn with Microsoft and what they're doing. I think a lot of players are gonna wake up and like, oh shit, I'm getting a lot more bang for my buck over here, and hopefully it stays like that. You know what I'm saying? But competition is good. I mean, that whole conversation just started from the fact that like XDefiant, right? I'm glad there's something at least competing with Call of Duty, because at least what that does is if XDefiant gets, you know, pretty big. You know, people start to copy each other, right? They start taking the best things from each other and it's all about business. So I'm trying to steal consumers away from you. So what can I do to make players prefer my game over yours? You know, so I think competition is great. All in all.
For sure. We need it to keep games interesting, so they don't get complacent and just feed us whatever they want. That's like what happened to Call of Duty.
Happens with a lot of games. I mean, we got little strike at Striker, but we got a lot of motherfuckers like Striker who gonna praise it no matter what, and that's not what we doing over here, especially not in 2024. We don't do that over here. But nah, jokes aside, we got Baldur's Gate 3 news. We got the physical deluxe edition has been delayed, I guess due to some production issues, but I guess no one's really focused on that, and that doesn't apply to you. Yeah, that's kind of all we got for the gaming news. Not much news.
Wait, actually, one more.
You got some? What's up?
Not me, but our boy here, Rain, aka CJ, because I wanted to ask, how was that beta for the first Descendant that popped off Yeah, it's gone now. Yeah, it went off today or Sunday. But yeah, it was just for the weekend. It was something Steam only. That's why it caught me off guard with the Steam only. I wasn't ready and I didn't have the space. That's why I didn't join you. But for you and your experience, you can speak on it for the people who are
Final
interested in
play
the game.
test for First Descendant. It was kind of very similar to the beta, so I didn't put too much time into it, but they did like give us shit ton of rewards and things like that. I think they are gonna keep your progress, and it'll transfer over to like the game when it fully releases. But they encourage fans to keep their eyes open for June 7th, a big announcement they had. So, but all in all, it ran kind of smooth, except for when I was screaming. I played the Snow Chick Viesa, and then obviously they give you that same quest as the beta, where you're unlocking Bunny. And then after that, I said there was no need for me to grind and unlock all the characters again. But,
Yeah, okay. I'm not sure if you answered this. I'm sorry if it's a repeat. But what do you think was the intended purpose of this final playtest? Like, what was the goal here?
They rebalanced a couple things and made some changes to some skills that they wanted to see how players would feel. And then, like, I think it was some quality of life changes they made. So, like, the things around, like, the main area they touched up on, which I didn't notice a notable difference, but it didn't really affect my gameplay or anything. But it was still, it was pretty smooth. It was already smooth in my opinion.
They made us, so it does confirm. So they made you didn't keep beta progress, which is said. No. I don't remember if they said we are keeping that progress in the full game. I'm just personally one of those players. I just like grinding a beta just to reset at the game release start time. I just think it's like so pointless, and like especially if it's something competitive. Do you really want me sitting back here with these actual new players? That happens a lot with games. Like if we were gonna turn that to a discussion point in a bit, that happens a lot with games that have big ass betas, especially if they're undercover betas that you don't know about. Like something like I wouldn't say Mouth Rivals were undercover, but like for the first day. For the first like couple days before the codes were really like abundant, like if you weren't someone who was in the know and signed up early and joined the discords or was a content creator yourself, man, getting a code, getting that beta was fucking hard. But like they got into the beta and they got the player. I forgot how long the beta was because I was also one of the ones that didn't get a code, so my friend was able to get one right a couple days or a week later. And they played the shit out of the game. So when that game comes out in however time, there's going to be a portion of people who are going to hop on and just know the game. Versus people like us who, got a couple days, want to try to keep your heads out versus people who didn't get to touch the beta at all. And like, that happens a lot. It's like multiverse. We're going to have multiverse tomorrow. Guess how many people are going to get their ass whooped against the brand new game tomorrow? It's not,
right.
Not new. Yeah. Hey, you getting taught niggas like Cheeto finna toss
you. Niggas like Cheeto finna toss you like a salad.
Crazy. Like, yeah, no Diddy party here. But like, yeah, so like that's one of those things that I guess it doesn't apply to the First Descendant directly because it's more co-op, PvE type content. So PvE I think, is great. But it's just kind of tough when you have those PvP betas out there and like it's not open to everyone at any point. Because that's that release day at matchmaking goes crazy.
What game are y'all talking about?
Well, okay, so it happened with, like I said, I think it's definitely gonna have multiverses, right? There are gonna be people who are gonna try out multiverses tomorrow for maybe the first time, and they're gonna run into people who damn near never stop playing, right? Because people can have it downloaded and just play offline, just the servers aren't up.
Is that shit dropping on Steam?
I don't see why not. Let me double check.
Or is it like do they have everybody got on PC got their own fucking little platform now, man. It's bothering me. Oh, it is. It will drop on Steam, okay, yeah, it drops tomorrow. Okay, cool. Cool.
So like it just happens a lot. Like if I'm thinking of other games I've played and this happened in
That's how the publishers make money, though, John.
It is.
I know, man, but still, bro. I just want Steam, okay? It's one store, okay? It's got the library. It's all organized, all right? I get it. They got maybe money, but shit, man, it's fucking with my convenience.
Convenience sells too,
It does.
Convenience sells too.
Yeah.
That's basically how delivery fees work. Yeah, I was gonna say that's delivery fees for convenience sales.
And that's that cut Steam is getting.
It is.
They tired of paying Steam, nigga.
They
EA want
tired.
all their money. Ubisoft want all of it.
But I guess going back to the betas thing, I think all in all betas are good. Like I said, we love betas and demos and trying out games without having to pay for them. It just gets kind of tough with like you have these undercover betas that last for like a whole month and like people learn the game, before the game comes out. That's just crazy. It's like the equivalent of like the Rad Brad like beating a story game and uploading it to YouTube the day before it releases.
Yeah,
it's like damn, I didn't get the chance.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I mean, we covered that too a little bit ago. Like, betas are very important, man. It just allows you to get a grasp on a game before you commit to it. And like, committing to a game is a lot these days, man. It's a lot of money. Like, people don't want to just cough up almost $80 for a video game and you don't even, and there's no guarantee how long you're gonna play it. So, definitely needs to be more betas coming out and releasing for these games. I'm hoping we see one for I think there's gonna be I think Wulong's dropping a beta. I'm pretty sure Phantom Blaze Zero is dropping a beta. I hope so.
Yeah, I don't know. I would want to say they should be mandatory, but for like story mode games, like there's no harm in a demo at all. You know what I mean?
No, it's really not a story mode game, but
like look at Stellar Blade. Do you think it'd be as big if it wasn't for that demo and everybody tuning in trying that out?
No, not at all. I think it'd have been successful, but not near the amount of success that it's getting right now.
I think all they had to do was release some screenshots for real.
Yeah, I was thinking like something was fancy, but
who said, wasn't it Ramsey that was not? Was it him who said that shit was game of the year and had Ozzy seen his pictures?
Man, I think it probably was. I remember what you're talking about. He's like all he's seen was her going up and down a ladder.
Yeah, he said that was game of the year.
Yeah, nah, boy. Hey, get his vote out of here.
Get that vote out of here.
Get that vote out of here, boy. Every vote's valid, but not that one.
Not that one. Not happening.
But
damn.
Yeah. You go.
Hungry.
You go.
Oh no, I wouldn't say no.
What that was you thought? Okay. We haven't talked about anime in a while. Have y'all been or shows, TV shows, movies?
I've been watching JJK.
Oh. Hey, yeah, it's not.
I told you I was gonna flip.
Hey, where you at? Let us know.
I'm still on the first. So I completely restarted it, and I think I'm realizing my problem. I think my problem was when I first went through and watched it, I was kind of like every time I would have the opportunity to watch it, I was kind of not. It didn't have 100% of my attention, so I was a little confused throughout the season on how things were on the placement of the show. Like the pacing of the show.
They move fast, yeah. So if you don't pay attention, you can lose something.
So now that I'm actually paying attention, I think I'm only like on episode 5, but obviously I've been at work all week. But it's I'm loving it now. I'm like, okay, this is the shit. This is some good shit. So I'm like, okay. But after I finish that, I want to look into Vinland Saga.
That's a good one.
Yeah. That's my next project. I definitely want to get into Blue Exorcist again because when we were talking about it previously, I didn't realize that they put out I didn't know that the show even continued, and I guess it has like a 6-year gap since it dropped. But fucking
yeah, that happens sometimes.
Yeah, but that's crazy. That's one of my all-time favorite animes. So I'm going back to watch that one. What other animes? But yeah, that's it for me. JJK. While we waiting on Demon Slayer as well, so I'm still waiting on that shit.
Actually, that new season's out. I haven't started it yet because I'm letting the episodes build. Yeah, they're 3 episodes in.
What?
And it's the whole thing with the first episode's 40-minute special. Yeah, I just haven't been watching it because I personally know this season's not going to be too heavy plot moving. It's not, you know what I'm saying, but like I'm letting the episodes build up a little bit. The Hashira Training Arc right now, you know what I'm saying. That's where they're at right now in the anime. So they're 3 episodes in. So I was planning. We could start that whenever. I haven't watched any episodes yet myself.
What's it called? The Swordsman?
I go on Crunchyroll, so it's just like the newest season for me. I don't know. It's 3 episodes, but it's like it's probably called the Hashira Training Arc or the either Hashira Training Arc or that's the official name. I'm pretty sure. I was going to say the Swordsman Training Arc. I don't know.
That was in 2023. Okay, yeah, it's not.
But for me too. Also, I've been new anime wise. I finished Free Run Beyond Journey's End. That was a pretty nice one. This one it finished back in like March, so it's pretty recent.
Mm-hmm.
It's about this elf. She's a mage, and she was like, but elves age slow as fuck. So like she was a part of this band of heroes that defeated like the Demon King. But the
Mhm.
rest of the party is mostly like was having human and stuff. So like they're like dead. She's or old as fuck, but she's still like the same because elves don't fucking age, and she's lived for like over 1,000 years or some shit.
Yeah.
And it's about her like she takes on an apprentice and is making pretty much like the same journey she made back in the day with her
Mhm.
friends, and it's kind of like her learning the value of like friendship and life and death, and the fact that she's going on honoring like their wishes and memories as she continues the journey. And it's pretty dope. And it surprised me that I loved it so much because you can tell that it didn't have the biggest budget animation wise. They are no fucking mappa over there, not at all. Right? It's pretty simple and it's easy to tell, but like the story, the characters, basically, it makes up for it. Like I really liked it, and it surprised me that I liked it, which is why it stood out so much for me.
Yeah.
And it's smooth 28 episodes too, so it's a nice little journey you go on. You like with these people, and that's something I recommend.
Hell yeah.
So I just finished that. I've also been watching Kaiju Number 8. That's a show that's still going on weekly. I think it's like 7 episodes in. I just watched the latest episode like yesterday. That one's about, it's another shonen type thing where the main character becomes half human, half the enemy, and like he has to lead but he wants to obviously fight them, same thing as Eren, same thing as Kaneki, same thing as fucking, fucking Yuji, where they get the demon whatever inside them but fuse it to fight against. So it's another one of those, but it's a goofier one too, which is something I like. Kind of takes me back. A lot of animes, modern animes, aren't as goofy as they were back in the day.
Yeah.
So it has a lot of goofy moments in that one. It's nothing too standoutish about that one yet, I'll be honest. But it's something that I do enjoy every episode of. It's nothing I'm sleeping on or anything. It's just something that's probably, it won't go down. I don't think it's something that'll go down in history, but but then again, only episode 7. I don't know how many episodes it's gonna be. I didn't really look into it, so it has time to impress me and grow and do more. Because it is kind of just now getting to like be ramping up the plot and danger and tension and stuff. So we're gonna see how it goes from here on out. I'll let y'all know. And one more that I can off the top of my head I can mention. I have not started this one yet either because I didn't know it was out, but it's on Hulu, and I was scrolling on Hulu and found it. Go Loser Ranger. That's the name. I may be fucking up a little bit, but it's essentially the story about like a world where there are Power Rangers, right? Like superheroes like that, Power Rangers type shit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I see it right now.
Yeah, but they're actually fucking evil. So like, what they're like, they fake being the heroes. They fake it all, right? So they're actually villains and like in control of the people via just their stardom and their fame and power and whatever. And I think the main character is like one of the like henchmen, one of the fake henchmen. And I think so. I didn't look too far in the story because it's something I heard about a long time ago because it was a manga or MWA or whatever. That is waited on the anime, so I'm pretty sure he goes on to try and expose them and become, a real hero. So it's something that I heard good things about. Can't say my personal opinion yet because I haven't checked it out, but that's something else to look into.
That makes sense. I've actually it's not an anime, but I've retouched with Vikings. I think it originally aired on the History Channel, and there's another one that Netflix. It's like a Netflix original. It's called The Last Kingdom. So I think those are my next ones to like really get into. I think we were actually supposed to like cover some shows last. Oh wait, are you into do you keep up with the Star Wars shows?
I do not really. There's just so much, and
I haven't
been able to be on Disney Plus for real.
But I know the Acolytes, that's coming.
I've seen ads about that. Yeah,
and that's supposed to be from the Old Republic, right? I think it's the Old Republic. It's based off the Old Republic, so like 100 years before the 100 years, or is it the High Republic? I think it's off the High Republic. I mean, let me confirm this real quick. I don't like talking out of my ass, but
Talk.
You're better than most.
It's supposed to be about the High Republic. Okay, so it's the High Republic era, which is approximately 100 years before episode 1 of Phantom Menace, right? So basically before the prophet Anakin started slaying everybody. So 100 years before all that shit. So I think that's a really good twist, because what Star Wars, what really has been fucking it up is the fact that we know the story, and so they keep trying to make these shows that are like kind of before the recent events, and it's like, that's cool and all, and they're good, but we know what's going to happen in the long run. And if you're going to do that, we need to go to like an era like the High Republic, because there's little known about the High Republic and the Old Republic, because I think the Old Republic was way before the High Republic. And so those are like really interesting times, and it shows like just a lot more details about the Jedi and the Jedi Order. So I think that show's gonna, I don't know the response is gonna get, because whenever a show drops on Disney Plus, it's like automatically subject to slander. So slander and fucking hate. So yeah,
as everything is,
we're gonna see on that. But jumping back to anime, I only said that because I saw it, but I don't see that's surprising that it's not on Hulu right now. I guess is Demon Slayer exclusively on no, that was JJK, right, for Crunchyroll.
I believe it, because like I remember Demon Slayer being on Hulu, but I don't think it dropped the same time it was dropping on like Crunchyroll and stuff. Because like Hulu also categorizes them very differently. Like each thing is a separate show.
It's so annoying, bro.
Yeah, Hulu does that too, which is also weird, and it separates the
arcs.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's more of a Crunchyroll thing. But wait till after this. I may have you.
Yeah, true. Yeah, because I only see the last 3 seasons on Hulu, so I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, I think they uploaded the last season late too.
You pay for Crunchyroll?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I figured I watch anime enough,
Yeah. Yeah, that's
they just added profiles too, so.
Really? Finally?
Yeah.
Shit. I got tired of fucking up everybody who watched history.
I mean, outside the anime too, I've been watching this show casually on Netflix. It's not too old. It ran from like 2015 to 2019. iZombie.
You just started iZombie?
Yeah, I'm on season 2.
That's a good show. I like.
Oh yeah. I fucked with. Hey, I'm fucking with them. It's
like Lucifer vibes.
Yeah, but like I really fuck with all the characters too. Like I fuck with Clive, he's badass detective cop shit. I fuck with Ravi, his personality. I felt for Major. God damn, I just felt bad for him during season 1, and now he's getting better. He's not in the best place right now in season 2. But hey, I'm rooting for him, and live and shit. I've been doing that.
Cover?
What is that?
Rain, did you finish Baby Reindeer?
No. Have you?
Did you start it? Yeah.
No.
I finished it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dude. Once you start it, you're gonna be like, all right, I see why he didn't put that shit down. Razor, if you have anything in your list, put Baby Reindeer in your list.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I know what you're talking about. No, but like I've been told, kind of not by him. I think y'all told me.
Nah, watch that shit.
Was like,
watch that shit. It's fascinating because it's like, and I had to confirm it because everybody was saying like, hey, the actor is the real dude. The actor is the real dude, and I looked up. There's this part that happens in the show, and it's almost identical to what the fuck happened in real life, and that freaked me out. I was like, oh shit, because it's on YouTube, and then I'm looking at the real deal. I'm like, oh shit, this is fucking genius, man. Like there should be more shows like this. Like it's an actual drama, but the real dude's playing the main character. And it's like almost fucking 1-for-1 about his life, but just
gotta be crazy for him though to be reenacting. What I thought, bro.
I'm like, dude,
especially to reenact something he considered traumatic.
Dude,
that's gotta be
traumatic.
Put yourself back in those shoes.
Yep. It could be therapeutic, but it could like make him relapse. I don't fucking know, but the show is great. It's probably one of the best limited series that they dropped. I don't think anything was better than this since Dahmer, honestly. Like, but Netflix, they always kill it with their limited series. I feel like I think they really fucking kill it. Their producers and their execs are fucking great when it comes to their limited series, and this is one I like highly recommend to check out. Like, it deals with a lot of like trauma, of course. Obviously he got sexually assaulted. It's nothing like gory. Like, you're not gonna like see him like no type of penetration or like that, but you're gonna know what's going on. But it's definitely fucking, I guess, if you listen to this podcast and if you've been through something like that and you feel like that's not something you want to watch, don't, like, by all means don't watch it. But if you feel like you can tolerate that stuff, I highly recommend you check out the show. It's definitely a mind fuck, and it kind of spins it back in a loop towards the end. It's like, at least you're thinking like, oh shit, and I'm not gonna spoil it from there, but it's like, fuck, man, it's definitely a mind fuck, and I definitely encourage you to check that shit out. So Baby Reindeer is one. I did get into another show called, damn, what the fuck was it called? And I wish, why can't I log on to Netflix on here? Like, just give me all these damn top 10s. But there's this show called, let me pull it up because it's in my list, and it was really good. It was about the same, it's called Three Body Problem. And I took a chance on it because it was like, I was listening to I think Gaming Illuminati, and Ethos was talking about, hey, there's this show called Three Body Problem. It's a sci-fi, and it's by like the same creators. I think some of the same creators of Game of Thrones, and it's got some of the same actors in it. And I was like, well, shit, you know, I immediately like turned off the fucking podcast, and I was like, oh, I'll try this out. I got nothing else to do. First episode, dude, I'm hooked. And it's like, it's this show about so it's like so basically the intro says, in unsettling events put a group of brilliant friends on edge as a mystery unravels with origins tracing back to China during the Cultural Revolution. So basically what happened was the communists, the CCP, they had this like experiment where they were trying to contact life outside of Earth, obviously. So they sent out this like broadcast that went like, you know, light years away. It was supposed to go light years away. Well, I guess the radio broadcast went out and they got response. And this lady, it comes down to this one woman. She got a response like, hey, do not contact us again, or we will come and conquer you. And so she's like, well, I mean, maybe humanity needs saving. She's like, and what? He sent another, yeah, exactly. So he sent another message. He says, it basically said like, I'm trying to save you. Please do not contact us again, because if you do, we will come and contact you, come and conquer you. He said that one more time. She sent a response. So she said, please help us. And then that was it. It was on from there. So as she sent out that message, obviously they got it. The whole point of the show is that they're going to arrive within 400 years, and humanity has 400 years to develop the technology to stop them. And so,
why would you stop them? They're coming to help you.
Oh yeah, they're coming to help you, all right. But the problem is, they don't lie. Like, their whole species doesn't lie. The alien species, they don't lie. They're called something, I forgot, but they don't lie. Uh-huh. And so basically when I'm watching this, you see like there's this VR headset that they put on, but it's not VR. It's literally just a spherical dome, and it puts you into this reality. And the scientists, they thought it was a game, but it wasn't a game. It was actually them connecting to their planets that was being destroyed, and that's why they needed to seek out other planets, because they need to move their people to somewhere safe and habitable. The problem with their society was that their environment kept collapsing on itself, and they couldn't. It would push back their civilizations, so they didn't have the time to continue to grow at a rate like humans do, because life on Earth is stable. You know, it wouldn't. Life on Earth doesn't reset the civilization every 100,000 X plus years, right? And so they were looking for a stable planet. And so when they sent that message out, they found Earth, and they were like, well, fuck it, you know, you want to play with fire, we're gonna come over there. And so the dude was like, the woman thought she was saving humanity, right? Really, they were coming to eradicate humans and take over the planet. And the thing was, I think they're moving at light speed, but it's gonna take them, they're moving at like 1% of light speed, so it's gonna take that race 400 years to reach Earth, and they were already on the way. And this happened in the 60s. Now we're fast forwarding it in the show to like 2024. And so what's going on now is all these scientists are dropping. they're killing themselves mysteriously, and everybody's like, well, what the fuck? And so a group of friends, like one of their friends was a victim of it and killed himself, and they're like, well, she would never do this, so what's going on? So then they found out that she had like this VR headset that connected her to that alien life force, right, in their planet, and just like seeing how their planets were just like collapsing on themselves. So then they realized, like, hey, they end up talking to him, and they were like, why the fuck is this happening? And they basically revealed to him, like, hey, we're killing off all your scientists because we know that if we don't prevent you from developing technology throughout these 400 years, you're going to be able to stop us. Like, they were saying, like, yes, we know for a fact that you'll be able to stop us with by the time we arrive. So we're going to do everything we can to prevent you from doing that. And so now all these scientists are dropping. No, they're completely honest.
Gotta appreciate it.
So now basically they put together this task force on Earth, and they were like, well, we need to come up with a way to stop them within 400 years, because they're gonna be here. And so that's kind of like the whole season and where it's going off of. And they basically have like this sphere that travels at the speed of light, and there's 2 of them, and that's how the alien race is able to see everything that's going on with everybody on Earth, because they can constantly move and be anywhere at any time. Because I think at the speed of light can travel around the Earth like 7 or 8 times. So they got 2 of these spheres just constantly revolving on Earth, keeping an eye on the people, and that's how they're able to see what's going on Earth and relay it back to them. And so now they're at this dilemma where they're like, well, shit, they know what we're doing. They know what we're saying. They can listen to us, see anything, be there at any time. So how the fuck do we come up with this plan to prevent them from coming and conquering our planet and killing us all? And they're like, well, we're going to basically have 2 people that plan something to save humanity, but they can't tell anybody. And so that's where the show leads off. And it's a very fascinating sci-fi show. I'm not really into sci-fis like that, but it's very fascinating. It's called 3 Body Problem, and it's very well written, and the pacing is very, very nice. And at the last episode, I'm like, damn, like, fuck, I'm so mad I didn't wait for season 2, because now I'm like, shit, like, I don't, I have nothing to watch right now. So, like I said, it's called 3 Body Problem. If anybody wants to check it out, it's definitely a good show by some of the same developers as Game of Thrones, as well as the same. A lot of the same actors. So very good show on Netflix, and a season 2 has been confirmed. So that's what I think I finished that in like one or 2 days as well, when I was on like a binge. I think it's got 8 episodes, so that's something to check out too if you're bored. But yeah, that's what I've been up to as far as like TV shows. That, Baby Reindeer, and then I'm hearing that the Tom Brady roast. The roast of Tom Brady is pretty good. I'm hearing. I don't know if anybody like saw that yet, but
I have not heard of that.
Yeah, you heard of it, Rain?
No, I've listened to the whole thing.
Oh, you saw the whole thing?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Was it good? Was it funny?
Parts of it were good. Parts of it weren't good. It's comedy. But
yeah,
I think the chick that roasted him did the best. I think her name's Nikki. She's an older comedian, but
the white girl.
Doing crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
The one Kevin Hart gave a standing ovation to, basically.
Yeah. I'm looking at that now. Yep. Okay, I gotta check that out. Yeah, because I said made Dallas beat the Celtics. So yeah, that's as far as like the TV show section of the pod. I think that's good for that. There's been a lot of good TV shows lately. I'm not gonna lie to you. A lot of good. Madam Web's on Netflix. Rain, you that information.
Mm-hmm.
It came fast.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now, who the fuck?
He'll probably leave fast too.
Oh, no, damn.
So like, who released this movie, bro?
Sony, I think. Did they?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was Sony.
Don't need to do that no more. The Japanese translation ain't go too well, gang. With great
in
power
Japanese,
great responsibility is the quote. Nah, it's in English, but they fucked up some of the key things that you would say in a Spider-Man movie, like Uncle Ben's line.
They did that on purpose, though.
Okay.
No, they really did. They did it on purpose. Like, you know what the quote is, John? So in the Madam Web, because I heard this, and even though I never watched it, I heard you say it's like they say, So wait, the weird one was like, with great power
With
comes
great
great
responsibility comes great power.
No, it's like, yeah, with great responsibility, great power will come, or something like that.
Oh
Yeah.
God, that don't sound right. That don't flow right.
So why did they do that on purpose?
You know, hey man, I haven't even seen the movie, so I don't know.
I want to watch
I
it
don't-
tonight. I'm not gonna lie to you. Well, I'm looking at this trailer and who's this spider dude? Carl. Okay, you know, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna watch that.
I heard the ADR on him is so terrible.
What is that?
ADR?
Like the audio do over, like, so it's when like they
Oh,
use the
man.
voiceover over the scenes. Like I heard it was terrible for him when he's in the suit. Like it just doesn't match and shit. It just sounds awful.
You know, I posted something in the nerds about another movie Sony said was what the fuck? You remember that, Rain? We were joking about it a little bit. Was it Links or Nerds? Somebody said something that they're releasing a movie on Christmas because they know people are gonna want to watch it. multiple times.
Yeah, that shit that's coming out this year. Forgot. There's something coming out this year near Christmas, and they said, you know, we're releasing it near Christmas because we feel like people want to play it twice or see it twice.
Yeah, I think it was a Sony movie. Oh man, I gotta fucking find where that was. But that shit had me dead. I'm like, okay, y'all niggas, man, y'all getting ahead of yourselves.
Bro, they're not entirely wrong though when you think about it, because like they usually release stuff like that around the holiday because niggas ain't gonna do nothing but be at home or be able to watch, you know.
Yeah.
Oh wait, it was Craven. Craven the Hunter was delayed.
Yeah.
Oh,
because Sony believes people will spend the holidays
never
watching it
mind.
over and over.
I understand. What the fuck? Get the
I
fuck
compared
out
it to
of
that
here.
nigga saying, you know.
I thought y'all were talking about like a Christmas movie. I'm like, okay, that makes sense.
Bruh.
Oh,
No,
okay,
bro.
no,
Talking
okay.
about Craven
never
the
mind,
Hunter,
dog. I ain't know. My bad. I was ignorant.
Out of line take from some, writer somewhere, high executive up there. This shit's gonna be, we're gonna sell it twice. Yeah, stop it.
Stop it, please.
Get out.
Oh man, let me see. This one review said of Madam Web. He said, Madam Web takes the Spider-Man universe to new heights with a thrilling blend of action, suspense, and surprising cameos that make it a must-watch. The film introduces Cassandra Webb, portrayed with depth and charisma, as she navigates her newfound powers and connections to be in the Spider-Verse. The plot is engaging from start to finish. Cassandra's transformation into Madam Web is both gripping and inspiring, capturing the audience's attention as she embraces her destiny. Her caveat abilities lead her on a path to uncover a looming threat that could unravel the fabric of reality of itself. Hey, so far in this review, is he on point?
No.
Bro, I was gonna say, is that the director?
Paid advertiser. All right, some dude named Andre Fernandez on these reviews of the movie. It says the climatic battle is a fan's dream come true, with Optimus Prime delivering powerful blows. And
No. Yeah,
here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They start stop, please. Niggas definitely bombing that shit with other movies. Nigga said Optimus Prime. Yeah, read the next one. Go ahead. Keep going.
Yeah, I like to hear the rest.
About that movie. That's how good it is.
Hey, that shit is funny as hell, man.
There's only a couple people in this world. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know? Once you watch that movie, if a nigga advocates for that movie, he falls in a certain category.
Oh yeah. I gotta see it just for the lows, man. Deadpool 3, Deadpool and Wolverine, how y'all think that's gonna play out? When does that even drop? July?
I think it's gonna be refreshing if they're just taking shots in Marvel the whole time.
Yeah, that might be nice.
I think it's gonna be great
comedic
because
relief.
fucking Ryan Reynolds, he's not allowing them to fuck up his movie. You know what I'm saying? So I can appreciate that. Like apparently, remember the whole thing with She-Hulk and there was another hero who was supposed to make an appearance, Captain Marvel, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Like they were gonna make an appearance in the movie, but Ryan Reynolds like denied it or whatever. Yeah, because he didn't like the scenes that they written. Yeah, he didn't like the scenes that they had written in for him, and so he was like, "Yeah, no,
this is my movie, bitch. Fuck out of here." Hell yeah, that's what's up. Craven the Hunter. I didn't even think Craven the Hunter was dropped. Okay, it's a $130 million movie. Sony Pictures releasing. Man, guess we gonna fucking see. Secret Wars.
Can do.
The Kang Dynasty is next year. No, 2 years from now.
Who?
The Kang Dynasty.
Prisoner number 612.
Yeah, that's
Jonathan Majors. Let's see. Any news on him? A well-known high budget to replace. Okay, no, he getting replaced, which I still find is bullshit, bro. That is bullshit. I find 100%, man, that they replacing him. That is some bullshit. That's crazy.
Got to, bro. He don't fit the Disney image.
You're right. It's because he's black. Because he's black and he fucked up. Don't let a white man fuck up. They get ample amount of times to redeem themselves.
That guy from Pirates of the Caribbean engaged in a domestic violence relationship.
Hey, you know?
And she shit on his bed.
Yeah. And
But
they
that
both got more roles.
Disney and Wonder.
Ezra Miller is a real life criminal.
Yeah.
You know? He out here. He got to finish his movie.
And it's Warner Brothers, though, you know. Disney only allowed it with Johnny Depp. He's the only guy they made that exception for.
Robert Downey Jr. was a wild cokehead. You know, he started as Iron Man.
But he went down, a path to redemption.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, he didn't do coke after he became Iron Man.
We talking about the same company that also hired a convicted child sex predator and rapist after Nickelodeon fired him after he went to jail.
It was a tax write-off, and we were trying to show character development, reflect character type stuff.
True. Must be why they put him on Zack and Cody with two kid co-stars, younger co-stars. Okay.
Yeah, that was his idea. And we thought it was a great idea to show.
Thought it was great.
He's grown.
We didn't know at the time. Get the fuck out of here. So, why were you missing for a year? In Hollywood. I just took a little break. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get convicted for raping Drake or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Shit is crazy, bro. This world is crazy. Disney is funny. Disney is very funny.
They are.
Is it? I wanted to kind of talk about. I don't know if we should wait for like Stryker, because I know we're recording tomorrow on this, and just like cut this one short. But we still need to talk about we had a discussion on gamers being antisocial. What do y'all think? Like, say that for tomorrow.
Yeah, because if he's gonna be here, I got a lot to say about that too.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess we can, if y'all ain't got no save rounds, we can cut it at that. We got no more news to discuss. So. Goodbye, y'all. Razor.
Yeah.
Rain.
Oh, no nothing for me.
All right. Well, wrapping up this episode, we want to thank everyone who made it this far in today's show. All we ask for your appreciation is for you to spread the love by sharing the podcast with a friend. Well, you got to go ahead and drop us a 5-star rating on the supporting platforms, because this helps the algorithm promote our show, which helps us with bringing in new listeners. Don't forget that if you want to reach out and keep up with us, you can always find us in our Discord server at discord.gg/thesummit. Once again, that's at discord.gg/thesummit. We want to thank y'all for tuning in, and as always, we will see y'all next week. Peace.